Yo, it's your boy Too Raw, and I was out here. I saw my boy Oscar. Yes, sir. We out here. So we were just talking about the two great evils in life.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, I'm gonna just let you take it. I'm gonna just let you take
There are
it.
two great evils in life. Two evils defined by two ways. The two
You can
twins.
hold that if you want. You can hold that.
Yeah, the two twins. There are two great evils in this world. One is ignorance, and the other one is ill intent. And the thing about ignorance is that people that think that they know what they're doing is right when it really isn't, and will do anything that they can to make sure that their philosophy and ideology and or set belief system is correct, and they will do it to any lengths, even, no matter the cost, because they're right, and you can't question their illogical synapses of the world. You can't question it.
You can question it.
No,
But
I know.
That doesn't mean they will listen
Yeah, they won't listen because they're right.
in their head.
Yeah, in their head, they're right. It's their world, and they literally believe in it.
So that's why we were just talking about, being connected to reality.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying some people need to look inward and then look outward before they can unlock what truly needs to happen.
Well, even though all it takes is like a view of the real world to see the reality of things, because there's nothing more true than reality.
That's true.
There is nothing more true, more correct, or more viable than that is here. There is nothing else. The second evil, that being ill intent, are people that are not ignorant but know they know they're doing wrong, but they don't care.
Yeah, this lighting is trash, man. These people want to see our beautiful face. So we're walking back. A lot of people don't know walking backwards is actually it's good for you.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, it's what the monks,
Monks
ancient Asians, they used to walk backwards. I believe it has something to do with blood circulation, immunity. I'm gonna do more research, man. I might make a video on it. But we walking backwards now because you can see you can see us, and because it's good for you. But don't take my word for it. Do your research. Yeah. But anyway, you can continue, man.
All right. Well, basically, the second evil, being ill intent, is basically those that are willing to pull a rug right out from under you, no matter the cost, because it fits their end game and it fits their objective and basically what they can get out of you. Whether that be money, whether that be a sort of financial incentive, or whether that be power of some sort.
What about self-gratification?
Yeah, and self-gratification, because they're selfish and egotistical and narcissistic, or sociopathic and psychopathic. They usually fall into those range because they are sociopaths and psychopaths.
It could be a combination of all of them. You want to get me doing some pull-ups?
Yeah, sure, why not? There we go.
So I'm gonna just hit some quick pull-ups. The wider the grip, better the grip strength. About to hit me a lot. Yes, sir. All right, you can carry on. We were talking about
The two great evils.
twins of evil.
Well, the great evil twins of the world. What evil is. There are two evils, ignorance and ill intent. And the way that they work, for example, let's use ill intent first, because there's great examples. Let's take an ideology and philosophy such as capitalism. What is capitalism? Capitalism is the overall ideology and philosophy and economic type of set system where basically corporations, private entities, and money is put at the same level as people, or put above people, because either the orthodoxy or a government, a leader, or a cabal of cohorts have favored them because either they're bought out or they actually literally believe that money is the answer to society, purely. Which
It's not true.
Yeah, which is not true because money corrupts, and by definition, that's a corrupted system.
I feel like money is a twin sword, like a two-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
'Cause you can use it for great, but also, you can use it for evil.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like, there's money in every society, whether you favor corporations or you don't.
That's
money.
what I don't like the term though. Like money is the root of evil.
It's
It's really not, but it has the potential to be.
it's not the root of evil. It's basically used for evil purposes.
It is.
That's the problem with capitalism. The problem's not money. Money is utilized.
It's really the person though.
It's really no. It's the
the
incentive. It's the person, and it's the incentive of a society. If you incentivize corporations as equal to you, because a corporation is a corporation. It's just what it is, a private entity, brand, or company. That's all it is. And somehow you're going to put that at the level of a person, two people like us, or an entire community. Oh, like this one corporation is on the same footing as one individual or many individuals.
It's not right.
No. And basically their money, just because they have more money, they have more of a leverage than you. So basically money is power. In that society, money is power. No matter
because
how much you
give
make.
it power.
Yeah, basically you give it, it's elevated to such an extent. I know the wealthy usually get their way, but by definition that's corruption.
It is.
That's corruption. It doesn't matter if it's me. Oh, I give more money and everything, but he pays all his taxes more than I do, and I don't pay my fair share, even though I'm rich and I have more, and I can basically, give as much money as I can in taxes, but you pay more than me in taxes, yet you have a minimum wage job.
So let me ask you this then, Oscar. What is the solution?
You crack down on that.
How do you do that?
You basically get rid of the mindset that money is power. Well, basically you change the culture.
So
mentally and physically, actually, you change the culture. You basically...
Are you saying you destroy the dollar? You destroy currency?
No. You don't
That's
destroy...
not what you're
No. Currency has always been around, but putting currency or the idea of corporations and monopolies at an equal footing of people, or greater than that, like a monopoly or something.
So it's
that's
the people first.
Yeah,
it's the people first.
Yeah, it's the society first, not the corporations first, because corporations not society. All it is a big giant merchant base matchbox of a type of entity, like a company. I'm talking about
a lot of the
single
corporations create the society that we live in right now, though.
I know they create the culture, which is a pretty batshit crazy kind of egotistical and narcissistic culture. And because before that, before the modern age, before like the last 200 to 300 years, corporations, private entities, and merchants never run society on a scale like this. That's pretty
True.
Kind of profound. Sure, merchants have existed throughout history. Did they ever rule a society this pervasive? Did they ever have this much leeway? Did they have this much organization? Did they have this much power in any other time in history?
No, they didn't. Well, in ancient history, we
yeah,
never
sure,
know.
There was such
we
thing
never
as
know.
corruption. There was such thing as corruption back then, but people sought it out, and they knew eventually, basically, in a typical society, if someone found out that their official or their leader or their government in general was doing corrupt things and wasn't doing basically things on their behalf, you know what that society would do?
Overthrow.
Yeah, they would revolt,
riot,
and which has happened, and they would basically do everything they can to make sure their voice is heard.
So maybe, coming on this last 10 minutes, maybe that is the solution.
The solution? Don't prioritize corporations, merchants, entrepreneurs.
But we're already too far gone, man. What if we need to just crack down?
We're never too far gone.
You don't think so?
Yeah, because if back then, we're too far gone, our king or our government or cabal
too far gone for, say, I don't think a lot of the corporations can be like, you know what? you know what, they're right. Let's just
Yeah, they never. No.
let's just destroy all this and then put the people first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, corporations don't think that way. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
They care about the money.
Yeah, and basically they're not gonna understand that corporations are basically like sociopaths. They don't, or psychopaths. They don't care. They don't care. The only time they do care is if you threaten their life
or threaten their money.
Yeah.
But, hold this. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's the only time they care, is that if you're an actual threat. And you don't even have to be violent. You can be as lawful and as politically correct as possible. You can be an attorney and look in the books and be like, no, this is illegal and wrong, and social civil statute says this is corruption by default. You can lawyer up.
You know how to get some more work in. But continue.
But yeah, you can lawyer up and everything. You could be a lawyer and be like, bullshit, just because you have more money and everything doesn't give you the right to override this law and try to basically exploit people.
So what you're saying is the power is still in the people.
Yeah, it's always in the people.
It
always.
Is.
Even if they don't know
like
it.
That.
Yeah.
The power is in you guys.
Even if they don't know it.
Let's crack down. It's me and Oscar. I almost called him Omar. It's me and Oscar out here getting some good work in, spitting the truth. You know, I love this kid, man. For real. No cap, boy. But yeah, we gonna catch y'all later, man. We spitting facts. This won't be the last you see of us. We out.